All right, I want to talk about an exchange from my favorite movie. It's Heat 1995 by Michael Mann. It takes place in LA, and it's a crime drama that follows Neil McCauley and Vincent Hanna. McCauley is a wanted criminal, and Hanna is the detective that's chasing him. Basically, these two characters are very parallel in the sense that they give their lives to the game. Hannah is doing whatever it takes to capture McCauley at the sacrifice of his relationship with his family and his third wife at this point in the movie. And McCauley doesn't want to stop these heists. He doesn't want to stop being a criminal. And his motto is, don't get attached to anything you can't walk out on in 30 seconds or less if the heat come to get you. These two guys are insanely aligned with their philosophies and will stop at nothing to get what they're looking for, essentially. So the exchange that I'm referring to happens towards the beginning of the movie. Basically, McCauley and Hannah meet at a diner, and instead of having a gunfight, they actually exchange philosophies. McCauley explains to Hannah that he doesn't get attached to anything that he can't walk out on in 30 seconds or less. As they dig a little deeper, Hannah uncovers that McCauley has a girlfriend currently, and he asks him, if you catch me around the corner, like if I'm about to get you and arrest you, are you going to walk out on this woman to save yourself? And he says, that's the discipline. I think this exchange is so iconic for so many reasons, and many people probably agree this is an incredibly iconic movie and scene in particular. But I think that line, that's the discipline, is such a strong one-liner. I'm going to explain why it resonated with me so much in a movie full of classic lines. Now, my opinion of this has nothing to do with the crime side of it. Obviously, none of us are involved with anything as serious as bank robberies or running from the heat. But I think approaching life and approaching your business or whatever it is that you're doing, that you're passionate about, and having that's the discipline mentality, you're willing to sacrifice real things for what you want. It's not just bullshit where you're just working a job you don't care about. You're willing to actually sacrifice parts of your life to get what you want. And I don't mean like actual family members. Obviously, that's a bit extreme and heightened for Hollywood purposes in this movie. I don't mean walking out on your girlfriend or your family if it means doing something that you want to do. But I mean sacrificing possible friendships. I mean sacrificing nights out partying to be working on what you want to do. I mean sacrificing the little luxuries in life if it means you can afford to do other things that put you closer to your goal. You know, for example, instead of eating out to dinner every night, you could put that money towards things for your business. I mean sacrificing things like people in your life that aren't aligned with your goal or think that you chasing your dream and your goal is just this crazy, absurd mindset, that they think you're insane for doing it. Those are the type of sacrifices I'm talking about with the that's the discipline mindset. If you keep the that's the discipline mindset throughout any work that you do, it's inevitable that you will commit your life to it. And if you commit your life to it, it's inevitable that you will get what you want. This is less applicable to what I'm talking about, but the exchange concludes with McCauley asking Hannah if they should do something else. And Hannah says, I don't know how to do anything else. And McCauley says, neither do I. That's the discipline. They are so stuck, tunnel vision towards what they want to do, that they don't know how to do anything else. They can't imagine a life where McCauley's not doing heists and Hannah is not taking down guys who do heists. That's why it's such an insane movie and such an insane dynamic and parallel with the two of them. But that's the discipline mindset is so strong, and if you can apply it to your day-to-day life, you can be unstoppable. So this movie is excellent, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. And I probably should have said spoilers before, but I guess it doesn't matter. It came out in 95, so you got to watch it. But I hope that something I said with that's the discipline mindset stuck with you and maybe helped you out if you were somebody who's lacking discipline in that sense or a purpose, I should say. But thank you for watching.